What's going on, y'all? Today we checking out some strange recipes from across the world. And hey, some of them I would try, some of them I probably wouldn't. But anyway, let's get it.
Our first stop takes us to the Philippines, where we encounter a street food delicacy that's not for the faint of heart, balut. Imagine cracking open a duck egg and finding a partially developed duck embryo, feathers and all. Balut is a fertilized duck egg, incubated for around 14 to 21 days, then boiled or steamed and eaten directly from the shell. In the Philippines, it's a beloved snack, often enjoyed with a cold beer.
Now the crazy part about this is I've actually had this. Now this tastes something like a boiled egg with some chicken flavor thrown in it. You know, imagine a boiled egg with some boiled chicken and you put the whole thing in your mouth at the same time. That's pretty much what the flavor is. But if you ever wanted to try this and you stay in St. Louis, you can find this in U City on Olive, in between North and South and 170. You got a couple of foreign, or what would you call them, world marts, and you can find this. And hey, it's pretty tasty. I would recommend anybody to at least try it one time. It's probably gonna mess you up the first time because of what you see, and it's gonna throw your brain off a little bit. So give it more than one try, at least twice. But anyway, let's get back into it, y'all. Let's get back into it.
Next, we're heading north to Iceland for hakarl, fermented shark meat that will clear your sinuses in a heartbeat. The Greenland shark is poisonous when fresh, so Icelanders detoxify it by burying the meat underground for weeks, allowing it to ferment. The result? A jelly-like flesh with an intense ammonia smell that many compare to cleaning products.
Now, I don't know about this one, y'all. I always say, at least try it once. Hey, taste it twice. But anyway, let's get on back into it, y'all. I don't know, though.
To your stomachs, folks, because things are about to get cheesy and crawly. We're off to Sardinia, Italy, home of the infamous casu marzu, a sheep milk cheese teeming with live maggots. The cheesemakers introduced cheese fly larvae into the cheese, breaking down the fats and making it incredibly soft and pungent. Some Sardinians consider the wriggling maggots a sign of quality, believing it's only truly casu marzu if the larvae are still alive.
So yeah, y'all, once again, hey, I don't know if I try this one for real, because I am not a bug eater. I have tried grasshoppers, but I don't know about this one, y'all. But anyway, let's get back into it, y'all. Let's get back into it.
Our culinary adventure now takes us to Korea, where a dish called sanakji will put your bravery and your chopsticks to the test. Picture freshly killed, chopped up octopus tentacles still wriggling and squirming on your plate. The octopus is typically seasoned with sesame oil and sesame seeds, but the real challenge is getting it from the plate to your mouth without having its suction cups stick to your face.
Once again, this is something I have never tried, but hey, I would definitely eat this, y'all. I've had octopus grilled, fried, sauteed, and raw. So this would just be another way to eat it. But anyway, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it.
Hold your noses, folks, because we're about to dive into the world of surströmming, fermented herring from Sweden. Imagine the most intense, fishy, rotten egg smell you can possibly conjure up, and then multiply it tenfold. Surströmming is a beloved Swedish tradition, often enjoyed on thin bread with potatoes, onions, and sour cream.
Wow, this is a first for me. Whole lot of foods that I've never tried. But if somebody want to send me some of this, hey, I'll try it right on camera just to see what it tastes like. But anyway, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it.
Our next culinary adventure takes us to Mexico for escamoles, often referred to as insect caviar. These tiny, pearly white larvae are harvested from the roots of agave plants and have a delicate, buttery flavor with a slightly nutty taste. They're often sautéed with butter, onions, and spices and enjoyed in tacos or as a filling for quesadillas.
Once again, y'all, I'm not big on bugs, but hey, why not? I would try it at least once. You never know. Can't knock it till you try it. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the next one.
Prepare for a culinary thrill ride as we head to Japan to explore fugu, the potentially deadly pufferfish. Fugu contains tetrodotoxin, a potent neurotoxin that's 1,200 times more deadly than cyanide. Only highly skilled and licensed chefs are allowed to prepare fugu, as one wrong cut can be fatal. Those who dare to try it describe its taste as delicate and slightly sweet, with a tingling sensation on the lips.
Now this one is a no-brainer for me. It's gonna be, yes please, let me get a taste of that y'all. Cause I want me a bite. Never tried it, but I definitely want to taste it. But anyway.
Next, we're traveling to Southeast Asia to encounter durian, the king of fruits. Imagine a fruit covered in spiky armor, emitting an aroma that's been described as a mix of gym socks, rotten onions, and turpentine. For those who can get past the pungent odor, durian offers a creamy, custard-like flesh with a sweet, savory, and strangely addictive flavor.
So yeah, y'all, we finally got to another food that I actually have tried. Now I've tried durian. The only thing about durian is the texture. It's really mushy, but I do like it. I like it in other things, so I don't really like it straight up as a fruit. I like it as an addition. But anyway, let's get back to it, y'all. Let's get back to it.
Now takes us to China for century egg, also known as preserved egg or 1,000-year-old egg. These eggs are preserved in a mixture of clay, ash, salt, quicklime, and rice hulls for several weeks to several months. This process transforms the egg, turning the yolk a dark green or gray color with a creamy cheese-like texture, and the white into a dark brown translucent jelly. Our final stop takes us to Cambodia for fried tarantulas. Street food vendors in Cambodia have turned these 8-legged critters into a popular snack, seasoned with salt, sugar, and sometimes chili powder, then deep fried until crispy. The result? A crunchy, slightly salty snack with a flavor that some compare to crab or chicken.
So yeah, y'all, as you can see, we done went through all these. Now, would I eat that egg? Yes, sir. I'll try it at least. You know, I don't know if I like it, but I would try it. Now, as far as those tarantulas, hey, I don't know, y'all, but I think I would. I had to try it, see if it do taste like crab. But anyway, as always, love, peace, and keep it grilling, y'all. See ya.